Nightfam, this video will change the way in how you look at one of the most powerful and controversial leaders in the world.
But all those vows we made were never to be.
First, you might be wondering how this tough leader spent his childhood. Well, while some kids play with their toy cars or basketball, young Putin spent a lot of his time hunting rats. Yes, rats. Wow, facts! See, Putin belonged to a very poor family who lived in a small communal apartment with two other families. And to pass time, he would hunt rats in the hallways and stairways of their apartment. Wow. But from hunting rats, Putin took this skill to a whole new level. When he was 12, Putin noticed other boys growing faster than he was. Because he didn't want to be bullied, he decided to learn judo and sambo. After fighting for a couple of years, he eventually earned his black belt and had masters of sport in both martial arts. He worked on a book about martial arts, and in 2008, he released a film titled Let's Learn Judo with Vladimir Putin. Okay, I guess this tough guy really wants to show how badass he is. Because apart from martial arts, Putin loves to play hockey. In an exhibition game, he made his team win by scoring 8 goals. He also once did a speed test drive using a Formula 1 race car. And when he isn't playing hockey or driving a race car, look closely at the way Putin walks. Just look at how he swings his left arm widely while his right arm barely even moves. See, before Putin became president of the world's largest nation, he spent 16 years of his life as an undercover agent under Russia's former secret service called KGB. So, what does this have to do with Putin's distinct way of walking? In KGB, he was trained to always have his right arm on his side so he can easily access his firearm in case of emergency, and that is why this is called the Gunslinger's walk. At least this walk isn't the reason why he's always late for his meetings. Yes, he isn't really bothered making people wait for him, and I tell you, these are no ordinary people. He made Pope Francis wait for him for 1 hour, US Secretary John Kerry for 3 hours, and get this, even the Queen of Britain waited for him. Being late is quite a bad habit, but most certainly not as bad as the next one. In 2015, Putin was sued for drinking wine. He and Italy's Silvio Berlusconi were touring around a winery in Ukraine when they decided to open a bottle of the 240-year-old 1775 Jerez de la Frontera, which was considered a national treasure by the Ukrainians. Next on the list of crazy wow facts about Vladimir Putin. How is it to be friends with him? Well, we might wanna ask his BFF, Steven Seagal. They have been such good friends that in 2016, Putin granted Steven Seagal Russian citizenship. He even asked former US President Obama to appoint Steven as Russian envoy to US, to which Obama replied, "You have got to be kidding." And just recently, the popular American actor Steven Seagal joined the pro-Kremlin party. It's undeniable that Vladimir Putin is an incredibly powerful character. Perhaps that's why, for some Russians, he isn't just a president. Some people literally worship him as a saint. They believe that he is the reincarnation of Saint Paul and some of Vladimir the Great. But all of this aside, we also cannot ignore that he is an incredibly polarizing figure and many people really hate him, although they mostly remain quiet in fear of consequences. After all, he is one of the most controversial leaders in the world, and that's why all the facts in this video I rate wow facts.